The dullness of these twin swords have been nothing but trouble for me, and in this video you're gonna see the entire process of how I turned these blades from this to this. Alright, with one sword totally redesigned, you'd think we'd move on to the other one on the left, right? Yeah. No. Because it's never too late to add some last minute touches before moving on to the next thing. Just as it's never too late to hit the subscribe button and be notified for new content that's coming your way. But what do you say we get back to the swords? Okay, so far this is looking a bit better, don't you think? In fact, looking at it now gives me a sort of then and now type of vibe. But now this may be raising a question that I bet a lot of you are thinking at home, which would be, how am I gonna get the second sword to mirror the other one? Well, the answer is as simple as you think. In fact, it only requires 2 words: tracing paper. Yep, went to my favorite arts and crafts store and got myself the biggest pad I could find. And if this doesn't work, well, I don't know what will. But hey, happy thoughts. With that finished, I bust out the rubber eraser. That way, the old drawing of the twin sword doesn't get in the way of the new one, and you're about to see what I mean by that. There. The remnants of the old drawing is still there, but not enough to be concerned about, because now's the time I transfer the new drawing onto the old one. Keep in mind that it's a good idea to keep small but solid objects on top of the tracing paper, because it does tend to move around a lot. And then you wind up losing your place and have to start all over again with another piece of paper. Trust me, I've been through that sort of thing a lot when I was younger. But that aside, let's move on to shading the whole thing in. And I need to get it nice and deep, so that way the smudges become more visible on the paper. You know, I wish I had come across an idea like this before, because it would have helped me a lot with all of my past drawings. Trust me on that. And finally, we move on to darkening all the lines. Now, I could go on showing you the entire process, but what do you say we wrap this up? Man, I put in a lot of work into these twin blades, but it was so worth it. I mean, look at the amount of symmetry I put into it. I bet you can't tell if there's any sort of difference between them. Minus the intersection, of course. Not to mention that if you have your own ideas for weapon designs, let me know in the comments below. I would love to do them for you guys. You might even get a special shout out afterwards. Not to mention clicking on this next video that pops up in this outro. Go ahead, do it. You will not regret it.